right, Coach. Thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Vick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball is not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down now, it's Elliott. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Third and long for Vick. Yeah, he's got his man on the out route. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. This is third down. From the gun, Vick. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I'm the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
First down, Day. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And again this time to the tailback. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The numbers for him from a week ago. 12 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
He's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a golden watch in their future if he becomes a leading rusher.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. To throw on third down, Day. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Looking to throw. Day. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Lions have taken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well executed.
Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Turnover. That's what we do. Other way. Let's go.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, what are we going to do and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
From the 41, Vic, blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Vic to throw it. McKinnon here, it's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or division round. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Day. Over the middle, complete. It's Russell. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That'll be caught by Hester. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Yeah, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for...
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Day. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Day. This one taken in by Hester. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, McFarland. 1st down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And it's caught. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Back to throw. Day. And that is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record,
and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Come on, QB, come on.
Throwing on 1st down. Day. James has got it. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. On 1st and 10. Day. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Day escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. Back to throw. Day. Flush to his right. This will be caught inside the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point safely through, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Here we go.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Another try after the first down sack. Vick. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on third and long. Vick. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. On the return, Hester. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know,
and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So here are the Lions to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Throwing to start the drive. Day. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. On first down, Day. Wide open receiver complete. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
What are y'all doing?
Check 26, check 26. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Shoot, shoot. Kill, kill, kill. Kill on it.
Throwing on first down. Day. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We call that sack look.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking scheme. Maybe go to max protection.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Lions are able to extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On third down, Vic out of the gun. And almost picked off.
Ashley!
I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Catch that.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. Boom. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Boom. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Looking to throw. Day. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's going to fire this thing deep right, and that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
What? I'm stretching my neck.
Splits the uprights.
I ain't stretched my neck.
The kickoff team on the field
What time now?
send this one away.
Stop being...
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsider.
I told her to take it down there to you because I ain't know if you did it. She said you bust that and everything. So I said, hey, go put it back. I put it back in the back. Trying to help you out. I was just trying to see if you wanted to put it in your drawer somewhere or somewhere where it was kept instead of just...
And this has been a familiar sight.
Why did you come and rake my face?
Stop him behind the line.
I did not. She dove. What was on your hand?
And it'll be 2nd and 11.
Yeah, she did. Jordan, didn't you dive? Because you trying to get out of the way. Tell the truth.
He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one,
you was like, what?
That's good scouting. Even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped the ball line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Vick, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Now, what you put your hand in my face for? What was on your hand?
Last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Vick. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Come on, Ashley. Make a play out there, man.
On that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt players.
Gone. Watch out.
They had a really nice gain on the previous play.
Gone.
Getting about half the yardage back on the sack.
Jordan, you hit me with that, I'm going to whoop your tail.
To go with the football, down he goes.
The throw on 2nd down from Vick, incomplete.
Go to bed.
Seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Here's Hester. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Boom. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, and a Lion 1st down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Not a score if you
Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Rice. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Vick, he'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Now here's Vick. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace, Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Vic now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Vic to the air again. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll throw again. Here's Vic. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Vic operating on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Vic readies to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Throwing, Vic. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead, and unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
But that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no. There was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. But you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
25 yards that time. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think that's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Wagner. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. fantasy owners
Yeah.
who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big